Sometimes I laugh a little because it's not a soup kitchen and it's hard to explain to people out there, and I guess I suspect that I'm eating better and having a better time when I come here than a lot of people are when they go home.
I first came here a little over 3 years ago. On Easter Sunday I went to a Quaker service up at the campus, friends meeting up there. And one of the kitchen managers was there and announced after the meeting about Loaves and Fishes as a place to get free meals. That was appealing.
He kept on prodding me, you gotta come to Loaves and Fishes, you gotta come to Loaves and Fishes, Gordon, and I was resistant because I didn't know any of Loaves and Fishes.
To be honest, when I first started coming, I was very timid and shy and kept to myself.
But you know, it always ends up okay. And now I have just a trust for this place where I don't get nearly as overwhelmed as I used to.
All the volunteers here do it because they want to, with love, and you can taste it in the food.
It felt more like a community meal, and I was taken by that.
And that was about 11 years ago.
I was a teacher at Ithaca High School, and a friend of mine who had been working here said, you ought to go down and check out Loaves and Fishes. So that was in 1991, and I've been working here ever since.
Working here 20 years, and they didn't know that I must have been right.
You don't leave here hungry. You don't leave here unsatisfied.
You know, basically I come in and I see what food is here and try to plan the meal and try to make sure the work is divided up among the volunteers.
You know, you come in, you welcome the volunteers, you see what food's available, plan what the menu's going to be.
You know, that the place is clean and people are observing the sanitary code and that we're having a good time.
The major part of the day is spent like doing the food preparation with the volunteers, and a lot of that is cutting up fresh fruits and vegetables or preparing the meats and you know, just all the main dishes. We'd always like to have a meat and a vegetarian option, and most of the time the vegetarian option is vegan as well.
People complain about how much they're getting because they feed you too much.
My chief job is to help organize the volunteers and just give them, if it's their first time, give them a little initiation to what we do here and how we do it, and make sure people have washed their hands and they have a hat on and aprons and gloves, especially gloves are necessary.
A main part of what the kitchen manager does is make sure that everything is done in a safe way. You know, guiding people on safe food preparation and cooling and sanitizing the dish process, all of that. Like, we have to just make sure that everything's done in a safe way. We have lots of different sources of our food.
I am officially associated here as the receiver, which means it's my job to keep and maintain the stores in the storeroom. Rotating the stock, checking stuff when it comes in to make sure it's acceptable, going out picking it up sometimes. It's mostly maintaining the stores.
In the early part of the season, there of course isn't as much because the farmers don't have as much, and then at this time of year there's just very, very large amounts of donations, and the farmers, several of them have told me that they're so glad to have somebody take the food because they hate to have to just put it on the compost.
Basically, we open the doors and we close the doors and we oversee everything in between.
Hi, I'm Ron Poley. I'm the Advocacy Coordinator here at Loaves and Fishes.
My name's Neil. I'm an advocate here at Loaves and Fishes. My focus is on helping people when they're having a hard time getting a roof over their head or having trouble health-wise, especially mental health.
We, as advocates, are here to help people with situations in their life that need to be addressed and the person cannot address it on their own.
The advocacy program, I think, is part of Loaves that not as many people are as aware of.
We try to facilitate their situation with agencies in Ithaca, Tompkins County.
Well, we wanted to be able to reach out to different parts of our community, and a lot of people come here to Loaves and Fishes for the free meal, and we want to just be able to tell everyone in our community that they can come to the clinic and receive free healthcare services, free Western and Eastern medicine.
You can be an advocate on many different levels. There's some advocates who do a lot of get your hands dirty advocacy where they're taking people to doctor's appointments, they're taking people to DSS, they're calling the Red Cross shelter and really making sure people have a roof over their heads. And
well, I come here and generally I do quite a few blood pressures. Lots of times people will have some sort of wound or scratch that they want to ask me about to see if it's infected. Call up and make appointments for people. Sometimes people don't have access to a phone. Then I do HIV counseling and testing.
I found Loaves several years ago. I had recently been separated from my wife and children. Loaves and Fishes isn't just advocacy, it isn't just food. You know, we have members of the community that come in.
Yeah, I'd been having a hard time and I wasn't doing well. Like I said, I was living in an unfriendly place and I felt like I didn't have the support that I needed. And I knew it. I didn't have friends, I didn't have healthy food to eat. And I knew that that was here in Ithaca.
I find that giving people your time and your attention is one of the most powerful things you can do.
What attracts you to Loaves?
The different variety of people.
I think a lot of people look forward to Loaves.
I like the people. There's always somebody to talk to here. I like the people I work with. I like the people that eat here.
This place is just a blessing. It's been a godsend.
It's a real joy to meet all the people that I meet, and it's really encouraging.
Coming in and seeing the people, new faces sometimes.
Homeless, non-homeless, people, lawyers, doctors, people from the Red Cross.
I've made a lot of friends here. I like to do something for the community.
Basically, it's a very supportive community and a very welcoming community.
And I've been coming here every day ever since. I mean, it gives me a place to go and something to do. Loaves and Fishes does.
Every state I've been in, and practically every city, I've found the missions. And I never found one like this. This is the best. This is the best.
Hello, my name is Reverend Christina Culver. I'm the director of Loaves and Fishes. Loaves and Fishes is housed in the St. John's Church on the corner of Buffalo and Cayuga Street, where we've been serving free meals for over 29 years. We serve free meals Monday through Friday. Lunch is served Monday, Wednesday, and Friday between 12 and 1, and dinner is served Tuesday and Thursday evenings between 5:30 and 6:30. All are welcome at Loaves and Fishes. There are absolutely no eligibility requirements. Come join our table. Everyone is welcome.